Ever heard the saying, sometimes less is more? What if the legendary samurai Miyamoto Musashi believed that the harder you tried, the worse the outcome could be? Today, we're diving deep into the philosophy of the Book of Five Rings, exploring the enigmatic principle. The harder you try, the worse it gets. It's a perplexing idea that challenges our conventional understanding of effort and success. If you ever felt that exerting maximum effort doesn't always yield the best results, you could be right. By the end of this video, you'll understand Musashi's profound insight into the law of reversed effort, and it might just transform the way you tackle your next big challenge. Stick around to uncover this wisdom. In the late 16th century, the heart of Japan's Harima province bore witness to the birth of an individual destined to shape the art of combat and philosophy. Miyamoto Musashi, as tales narrate, was not an ordinary soul. From a tender age, the pull of the blade was undeniable, and the young Musashi would immerse himself in the art, perfecting his stance, his strike, and his spirit. The world saw him as a warrior, but his battles were not merely physical confrontations. Each duel, each stance, and each swing of his blade were confrontations against complacency, predictability, and the mundane conventions of combat. As time etched lines on his face and experiences sculpted his soul, Musashi became more than just a master of the sword. He was a maestro of the mind, a sage of the spirit, and a poet of the parchment. His writings, especially the revered The Book of Five Rings, delve deep into the psyche of a warrior, transcending the physicality of combat to touch upon the very ethos of existence. It isn't just about the art of war, but about the art of living. Musashi's life exemplified a concept that might seem contradictory to the untrained eye: effortless mastery. At its core, it's a notion that one can achieve the pinnacle of success, not by mere brute force or unyielding effort, but through an understanding of the rhythm of life, the ebb and flow of situations, and the harmony between the mind, body, and spirit. His teachings were forged in the cauldron of real-world challenges, polished through deep introspection, and shared with the world, with a hope to illuminate paths less trodden. In a world where the clamor of battles, both literal and metaphorical, is deafening, Musashi's journey stands as a testament to the idea that true mastery, true success, lies in understanding oneself, in breaking free from the chains of the expected, and in continuously seeking a balance between action and reflection. Through sweat, blood, and an undying thirst for knowledge, he sculpted a philosophy that not only rebelled against traditional paradigms, but also laid the foundation for generations to ponder, practice, and propagate. Delving into the Book of Five Rings, one stumbles upon the essence of the way, a philosophy that transcends the blade, seeping into the realm of self-mastery and life's myriad challenges. Musashi's discourse carves through the five elements: earth, water, fire, wind, and void, each symbolizing core aspects of existence and keys to mastering the way. Earth mirrors the physical realm, water embodies adaptability, fire symbolizes the internal and external battles, wind reminisces tradition, and the void. The void is the vessel of endless possibilities, the cradle of what's beyond the known. Through the essence of these elements, Musashi envisages a journey towards self-harmony and a victory not over others, but over the self. At the core of Musashi's teachings lies a paradox that rings louder in today's relentless chase for success. The harder you try, the worse it gets, he murmured. In a realm where effort is a hailed companion, Musashi nudged towards a realm of relaxed readiness. A domain where calmness births clarity and precision springs from a poised spirit. The modern race often leads to a labyrinth of overexertion, blurred focus, and dwindling returns. Musashi's blade carves a different narrative, one that's tuned to the rhythm of ease, presence, and unyielding awareness. Enshrined within Musashi's philosophy is Mu, a realm of nothingness, an invitation to a domain where the mind is uncluttered, the spirit unbound. It isn't an abode of lack, but a garden of potential, a state of receptivity. In a world bloated with desires, Musashi's Mu unveils a spectrum of openness, a path that walks hand in hand with non-attachment, a philosophy that beckons one to dive into the essence of actions shorn of futile strain. where the voyage holds more essence than the destination. Non-attachment, a cornerstone in Musashi's edifice of wisdom, isn't an urging towards indifference, but a nudge towards liberation. It's a dance of embracing the present, unfettered by the chains of expectations, outcomes, or desires. A state of being where one is in the world, yet not consumed by it. Musashi's blade didn't swing with an intent to vanquish, but with a purpose to express. His combat wasn't against adversaries, but against the very idea of attachment. Non-attachment is not a passive resignation, but an active engagement with life, devoid of burdensome weights. Imagine a warrior standing in the eye of a tempest, where everything is a whirlwind of challenges and chaos, and yet he remains serene, untouched, unshaken. That's Musashi's manifestation of non-attachment. It wasn't about evading the world's challenges, but facing them head-on. With a heart and mind free from the trappings of outcomes or desires, each strike of his blade was not a mere tactical move, it was a statement, an expression of a soul free from the desire for victory or fear of defeat. His combat, though seemingly against flesh and steel, was in reality a more profound duel against the fetters of attachment that often bind the human spirit. Through his teachings and life, he presented non-attachment not as a philosophy of passive resignation, but as an empowered way of living, a life where one actively participates, loves, loses, learns, and grows, all while remaining free from the burdensome weights of clinging, craving, or confinement. It's about living fully, yet floating lightly, embracing the dance of existence without getting ensnared in its transient tumults. As the tapestry of Musashi's wisdom unfurls, the echoes of his philosophy reverberate across time, reminding us that the true essence of life lies not in relentless striving, but in mastering the dance of relaxed readiness, in understanding the profoundness of Mu, and in reveling in the freedom of non-attachment. As we voyage through life, may Musashi's teachings guide our spirit, not as mere words, but as a compass, leading towards a harmonious symphony of existence. Dive deeper into the world of Miyamoto Musashi and embrace the wisdom of the ancients. Click below to explore more.